Yeah. Anyways, welcome back to the stream, everyone. Can you ask for readies in match chat, please? Here, I will go get my... YouTube. Hello, everyone. We are live back with the Pepehands Duck Duck Goats game. Okay. Have we gotten readies in match chat? I'm bouncing all over the place trying to get it ready.
Okay. We're ready whenever.
They're ready whenever? Alright. We're gonna go ahead and start map 2 then. Map 1 was streamed over on the Momo's Overwatch Guild Twitch channel. So we're gonna go ahead and start map 2 here on Eichenwald, and it's 1-0 to Pepehands, right? Pretty sure they won last map.
Traveling to Eichenwald. Initiating match.
Tend to see a lot of Bastion plays on this map, if not Junkrat.
Honestly, on this map, I really think the strat is Sim Junkrat. Like, it's just so powerful and so good. And then if you're on attack, you use Pharah because, I mean, it's the opposite of Sim Junkrat. But, I mean, I always like running a Junkrat on this map because it is, like, such a narrow, tight map. Like, it's an open map. It's just very tight in some places. So it's really easy to get those accidental kills with Junkrat.
Indeed.
Ready for battle. Attackers incoming in 30 seconds.
And looks like we're going to go typical. So on attack, we've got a Ryan, Zarya, Lucio, Moira with two snipers, which is very interesting when you think about it. And then we've got double shield, Mercy, Baptiste, Bastion, Doomfist on the enemy team, which is a normal strategy, especially on this round. Orisa gets a quick pick onto Reinhardt going into the first pick. Hydra gets a pick onto the Hanzo, and looks like we just may be seeing a reset here from Duck Duck Goats. Looks like Duck Duck Ghost is struggling here. Honestly, I would swap off the double sniper and just throw onto a Junkrat or a Reaper, or even a Mei. A Mei could do wonders here, even against the Bastion. You go through left door, you have a Mei throw up a wall so you can get close to the Bastion. Mei freezes the Bastion, easy picks. I mean, you'd have to worry about immortality build for sure, but I mean, here, like with the Lucio, you can really just jump right onto the Bastion and get big wins. like. We did get a push onto point here from Duck Duck Goats. They could not survive just the pure damage that Bastion outputs along with the Orisa. And Orisa is just getting so many picks here onto the enemy team. Sidomia getting a big pick onto the Reinhardt there. Hanzo going down really quickly into that choke to the Doom Fist. And honestly, at this point, you just want to try to get a fair Mercy up in the sky and play for Barrage. Honestly, that is your only choice. Ryan's shield goes down way too fast in these metas. That's why you need a Mei or like a Junkrat to tear down their shields, or a Mei to just give it an extra wall, or even a Sigma to give an extra shield there. Big dragons coming out, but the immortality field saves the Bastion. Bastion backs up, and there, it looks like the Goats may have a push in here. A Rise coming out from the Sigma gets the Reinhardt, but does not kill him. Looks like Mercy's getting a big kill. The Orisa shield blocking the Ryan Shadow. Bastion's ult coming out, getting one pick, getting two picks, and the Pharah just kind of up in the sky trying to survive here. Mercy gets the res onto the Bastion. Even though the Bastion did go down, doesn't look like the Duck Goats is going to get much success here. It looks like we may see a full hold on Iconwald here for the Pepehands.
10 seconds remaining.
Pharah coming in back, gets the Bastion, but was it enough? No, the Mercy gets the res on the Bastion, and looks like Pepehands is going to full hold Duck Goats for the first point in Iconwald. Not even a tick, so it looks like we're either gonna see a tie or a roll over here.
Score 0-0. Switching sides. Initiating match.
I'm expecting to see quite a similar composition to what we had from Pepehands. From Duck Goats of defense, honestly, because I mean the Bastion is just so powerful. I mean, honestly, even if they just held on point, even if they just like set Bastion up on a high ground, had like a 3-3 strategy where they just kind of bounce between the two, we may actually be able to see, or where we have one set of 3 on point and one set of 3 up top of the Bastion. So. Normally there you would run a Moira Baptiste instead of Mercy Baptiste.
Ready for battle.
But looks like we're gonna have a sim Bastion, even though the fact that we have a Pharah on the enemy team. So that's gonna be an interesting feat for our friends over on Duck Goats if they can actually get that Pharah out of the sky.
Seconds.
But Hydra, if the Blue Ice sets up the turrets correctly, Hydra should not be able to get hacks onto the Bastion here.
1. Attackers
This will be an
incoming.
interesting comp setup
Defend
against them.
objective
Honestly, I do not know why they're setting the shield up so far forward. The farthest I ever put a Rich's shield on this map is that newspaper that's kind of laying on the ground here. The stream can see what I'm talking about.
Yes.
And the reason is because it's so easy to flank on the left side if you have the shield too far up.
I think they were hoping to defend that strat going down a bit from there.
Honestly,
Bastion is by themselves. And
I mean, but the team is doing a really great job Pepehands um, from their bastion. I mean, you can't even deny it. I mean, the entire enemy team was distracted on the tank line while Bastion was just kind of sitting in the corner doing his own thing. And looks like we get a kill on the Pharah from Sim. An interesting outcome there in that fight. It looks like Pepehands is just waiting to get that hack onto the Bastion. But if I was Pepehands, I would just set up one turret behind the Bastion so literally the Somber can't just get a hack on him. We get a hack onto the Sigma instead of the Bastion here. Pharah takes down the Immortality Field, but side does go down, meaning that Pepehands are out of a Bastion, or out of a Lucio for the time being. Meaning Blue Eyes can get the pick on to the Reinhardt on Pepehands side, and looks like that's a good reset for Pepehands. And looks like they're gonna do exactly that. They're just gonna sit here and try to hold off for as long as possible. So I have a feeling here that map 2 for Eichenwald is gonna be a good old tie. Oh. 2 big picks on the Bastion and the Orisa there. Then Baptiste goes down. Bastion gets res, but isn't enough. Symmetra goes down. Bastion goes down once more, and looks like it's only up to the Sigma. Sigma gets hammered down, goes down quickly. Mercy's in, ultimate gets taken down, and looks like Pepehands is going to take map 2 as well.
Really well done barrage from them.
Yes, the barrage is literally what won the fight there. Like barrage is such a good map, a good ult against a bunker comp, especially if you know it, like especially if you time it right. And Legend of Ares here with the Moira stealing Coalescence, even though I have a feeling it was quite very much the fairest play of the game.
I think it did help take down Baptiste, right? And which helped have no immortality for Duck Goats when Bastion got rezzed again.
And looks like we're gonna go into map 3.
It's Dorado?
No, Dorado's last map. Escort's always
Paris.
last. Everyone's
lovely map.
Everyone's favorite map, you know.
That's why I didn't want to remember. That's why I was skipping to Dorado.
Honestly, I think everyone would skip to Dorado if we didn't have to pay Paris. I like second point Paris. Second point Paris is difficult to defend and easy to attack, but like it takes a lot of skill. First point Paris, you just kind of set up a Junkrat or a Bastion and you get wins. It's really easy because there's literally only one place that people can come from unless you dive over the right side. Like you can't really do anything to counteract that. Maps. We're gonna go petty. Oh, oops, did not mean to turn all the maps on. We're going to 2CP, and that is, oh wait, I always forget 2CP is the first list of maps. And do we have any swaps?
Typing.
It's Psy for, crits for Psy. Or Psy. Where are you at, Psy? I don't see crits. I do not see crits.
Are they hiding?
No, he's just not here.
Who is? PD?
Oh, wait. Wait.
Oh.
There's nobody here.
Proof Oak, PhD.
Oh, okay.
Proof for Legend.
So, Prof for Legend of Ares, right? You need to be spectating red only because I gotta swap them now. And then okay, let's do the good old swapperoo, and I can't tell them I can't change names, so they're gonna have to be their enemy team's names.
Overhaul for J Money.
Alright. J Money.
And Cyber for blue.
Overhaul. Blue for Cyber. Okay.
Blue and J Money aren't spectating.
Blue. I know. I need it. I'm working on switching them all over. Blue. Okay. Okay. Are we all good? Is everybody in the right spot? I think everyone's in the right spot. Okay, so I think everyone's in the right spot if I'm right. Yes, everyone's in the right spot. We're good.
Wolf just joined back.
And Wolf is
specting all.
I know. I'm working on it. Yeah.
Bitch.
And we are waiting here for the ready from Pepehands. Which right now the teams are switched. So Kritzmig is on Pepehands and KDB is on Duck Duck Goats. That's gonna mess me up.
Don't think about it.
So chat, how's everybody doing? Oh, the score. The score is 2-0 to Pepehands. Okay, so we got ready from both teams, and looks like we're gonna head up into map 3. Paris. So this is everyone's favorite map, honestly. I mean, what could you hate about this map?
Welcome
Honestly,
to
if you run a
Paris.
sim Junkrat on this map, or a Junkrat Pharah, like, you can just win. It's just the first point on this map is very dangerous for the attacking team.
Initiating match.
Having a
I
sim,
think we'll see the same combo though. From a Bastion comp once more from both sides, and as Pepehands will most likely run a Pharah against the Bastion one more time.
yeah, because I mean, Pharah works. I mean, people wonder why she works against a Bastion, because Bastion is technically a hit scan, but his fall off damage is so drastic. It's just like you can't counter a Pharah with a Bastion unless the Pharah, you know, is up close and personal.
Not to mention the second DPS does
Ready
help
for battle.
in regards to distracting the Bastion in the front lines rather than having the Bastion focus up in the air.
But as we say, that looks like we're gonna see a Ashe instead of a Bastion here.
Attackers in
Ugh.
30
combo.
seconds.
And then we've got a Doomfist Genji. Looks like we're playing dive here on the side of Pepehands, and we're playing the 1-2 combo of Ball Ballerissa. Because everyone knows that's the best combo that there is.
4, 3,
Prof will have to land some
attackers
insanely well
incoming.
targeted antis on Duck Duck Goats here. We'll see those. Wolf already getting team next.
Ooh, Junkrat going down to the Doomfist. That's a big early pick there for Pepehands. Winston trying to get on the ball there. Ball goes down, 2 picks for Pepehands, leading into the first fight. Mercy gets a res onto the thing, or onto the hamster, but Ash goes down in the process. Mercy goes down, Aretha goes down, and looks like Pepehands will have the win for this first fight. Dive is a really good meta on this thing if you can pull it off. Doofus goes down to Junkrat. And Ball comes in with a swooping victory trying to stall the point, but gets slapped in the process. Gets taken down. Anna takes down both the hamster and the Junkrat. And looks like we are going to be heading into point 2 for Pepehands here. Ash goes down in an early fight here, but she will instantly respawn, but it will take her a minute to get back to points. It looks like Pepehands is just gonna jump right in and take the fight to them. Ash does a huge dynamite, but Doomfist takes down the Arista. They take down the Junkrat, and looks like they take down the Warrior too. Looks like this may be the end here for Duck Duck Goats. A quick 1-2 sweep from Pepehands here on point B. Ball's coming in, just slightly distracting long enough. Arisa comes in with taking lots of damage from the DPS here. Gets taken down. Junkrat gets taken down as well here. There goes the Moira. Bob coming out from the side of Duck Duck Goats in a desperate attempt to try to save the point here. Ash goes down, Mercy goes down, and looks like Pepehands takes point 2 with 4 minutes 43 in the bank.
Score 0-2. Switching sides. Initiating match.
That was an invigorating match of dive for Pepehands there, taking a quick 1-2 sweep here on Paris.
And all the maps Pepe have been playing really aggressively.
Yes, which is very bad for the for Duck Duck Goats, because they seem to be very passive in their play styles. Which is weird, which is not very mixing very well with Pepehands is very aggressive. I'm on top of you. You're gonna die now. Sort of approach to the game. It looks like we're getting a Bastion comp, which is the comp we were expecting to see from Pepehands here.
I can only assume they don't want them to get any ticks on the map.
Attackers
No, I mean, if they can secure the map on point 1, I mean, they win the series, and we're just going to map 4 for map differentials here.
Indeed.
So if they can just hold this here, we may be able to actually see the win for Pepehands in the series.
5, 4.
But Bastion sometimes doesn't work against dive, but honestly here I would prefer the Diva so you can soak up damage as you're coming in. The Ball Winston isn't normally looked upon because of the fact that you can't soak up any damage, and the only damage you can soak up is the 700 health that you soak up with Winston.
J-Money spectating all.
Are they leaving the game and joining back? Alright, anyways, Cyber gets a kill. Bastion goes down to the Sombra. This is why I don't do this stuff in the middle match. Looks like we're just swapping back and forth on picks here. Winston is closing in on the Arisa, trying to get the big picks, but they do have the Baptiste here to just kind of level out the healing, which is really helpful. Orisa goes down, and looks like Duck Duck Goats is gonna take the first map.
Hydra
Or take the first
swapping off
point.
from the Bash.
Which in my fair point, I'd say that's really smart, because the fact that it's hard to protect a Bastion in this very open point that point 2 is. And they do have a Sombra, so Bastion would have just got hacked every time.
Forever also swapping off the Pharah and going to McCree as well.
I would have kept the Pharah, to be quite honest. Looks like we get 2 picks from Pepehands at the beginning of the fight, but Overhaul does get Hydra in a big 1-2 matchup.
They are gonna Duck Duck Goats taking a tick off. Not
I ask if you're going to be playing in the match, please stop leaving and joining back again. Because I have to check to make sure you're not spectating all every time somebody leaves and joins back. And that's not very invigorating for the stream. It looks like we have a Tracer here, and the Pulse Bomb is coming online very soon. We haven't talked about ults very much this game, but it looks like we're gonna see big ults here. Oh, huge EMP here. Gets all 6 players. Gets a pick onto the Orisa. And Moira here uses Coalescence. Can the Coalescence kill the Sigma here? Sigma uses Gravitic Flux. Brings up Mercy, and Mercy goes down to the McCree. But looks like Izanagi gets a pick, and so does Uwu. Tracer is just keeping the point alive here with the Mercy and the Orisa, though. Joker goes down to the Orisa. Moira goes down to the thing, and it looks like we're gonna see a high noon, even though that's kind of a waste of an ult. And looks like Duck Duck Goats is gonna have the ult economy here to actually maybe take the point in the next couple fights.
And we're seeing a swap off for Wolf going to Hog. We seeing Orisa Hog pulse maybe?
I mean,
Got a
Hog
nice
is even
early
good
pick.
Hog is good against quite a bit of their roster. It's good against the Winston. You get hooked. He jumps in, you hook him. He's good against the Ball. Ball starts to spin, you hook him. He's good against the Sombra. Sombra goes to EMP, you hook a Sombra. I mean,
Just have to land the hooks though.
big pick there from the Tracer on the side of Pepehands. Sombra does get a hack on the Hog, but it doesn't really matter there. Looks like Pepehands has got a strong hold here, and no matter what happens here on second point, Duck Duck Goats will have a significantly less time bank than Pepehands.
Hydra swapping off the McCree and going Reaper here.
Someone call the ambulance.
I think he was most likely going to try to focus down the monkey here on a Wu. Joker coming in.
High noon coming out from the side of Duck Duck Goats trying to get the win here. Coalescence comes out as well. Tracer gets the McCree, but Ball gets a counter pick. It looks like the picks are just going back and forth here. But Pepehands seems to be getting the most picks. The Ball gets a pick on the Reaper. Izanagi and Overhaul just kind of sitting on point, trying to keep it alive for Duck Duck Goats. Overhaul comes in on a 5v1 fight, gets killed. Looks like we're gonna get down to the last 2 minutes here for Duck Duck Goats and their push on point B on Paris.
The EMP from Joker must be crucial in here to win this point right now.
Oh, huge EMP gets 5 of the 6 players. Uwu goes down, but Joker gets kill on the Orisa. Forever Cyber goes down. 2 picks from, or a pick and a res from the side of Duck Duck Goats, but a pick and a res from the side of Pepehands. Looks like things are just going back and forth, folks. on this point B. Uwu gets to pick onto the Mercy. Joker gets to pick on the Tracer, but looks like we may just see Pepehands hold for the next minute. Hold for the until the final minute here on point 2, and we are going to see a hard regroup from Duck Duck Goats. Sorry. Very unprofessional to get yawn on stream.
30 seconds remaining.
Oh, looks like we get an early pick on the Mercy and an early pick on the Reinhardt, but they do get a pick on the Tracer. Cyber goes down, but Overhaul gets a pick on the Reinhardt. Mercy reses the Reinhardt. Looks like we have a Coalescence put into the fight here, trying to get the Lucio. Just tries to get the point here to stall it. And looks like Pepehands may just get the stall here.
Wait for it.
And Pepehands do get the stall.
Victory.
That was a good fight from Duck Duck Goats. Duck Duck Goats did not win that map. But Duck Duck Goats did fight elegantly on point B to try to get it.
Double.
And looks like we're going into map 4, which is Dorado.
A better map that everybody likes.
Dude, Dorado is such a good map. Whether you're playing a Mercy or a Widow, or even like Dive is so good on that map because you have so many places to set.
Mm-hmm.
Like Ryan Zarya is good on that map because you can just straight up rush down the roads and just take everyone by storm. I mean, double shield works on that map. Like, I don't think I've found a comp that really doesn't work unless you're playing 6 DPS, of course. But
But even 6 DPS do work if you have communication going in regards to it.
I mean, Dorado is just a well-fledged out map. Can we ask for swaps in
Yeah, I'll go ahead.
the thingamabobber while I swap map? Dorado.
Taemin for Hydra.
Who for Hydra?
Taemin. Taemin.
Oh, Tommen, okay. For where's Hydra? There him is, I found him. Okay, and any other swaps? Other than the
They're
swap
not
all.
saying anything. J Money for Overhaul.
Oh, that's not who I meant to.
Awu for Gamer.
Where's J Money? I don't see J Money.
Is J Money not in?
Oh,
I think J Money left. No?
who's below us? I can't
Oh,
read
he's
that.
at the very bottom.
Is that J Money? Yeah, it is. Okay. Why
Yes.
do they keep on joining and coming back? We're gonna have to. So you said gamer for Uwu.
J Money for Overhaul, Awu for Gamer, and Joker for Sean.
Blue only. Or red only. Whatever. I'll swap it in a second. And you said Joker for Sean?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, and then we gotta swap you to red only. Red only. Okay, so blue only. Blue only.
I think that's right.
Is Tommen made his profile unprivate? Okay.
Let's see. Yes.
I'm just gonna check everyone just to make sure. It's always good to check. Alright. There you go.
Everyone's good.
Okay, everyone's profile is public. We're good.
Yep.
Okay, so we got 2 readies. We can start map 4 after getting everything sorted out.
Traveling to Dorado. Initiating match.
Alright, everyone, we're heading into map 4, Dorado. And like I said, many strats are actually very applicable on this map. I think the only character that I wouldn't apply on this map is Sim. I mean, yes, she's okay on this map, especially when you get to this bridge right here. But, like, if you do anywhere else on first point, it's just really not worth it. Or second point even, like Sim is the only applicable, a non-applicable meta character that I would say wouldn't work on this map as effectively.
Ready for battle.
And doesn't look like we're
You'd
gonna.
have to be.
Looks like we're gonna get a
Go ahead.
pirate ship from the side of Duck Duck Goats, and we're getting a Hanzo. We're gonna get a Shimada Rose composition coming from the side of
Attackers
the
incoming
defense
in
on
30
Pepehands.
seconds.
Which honestly, having a Brigida when you're running a Bastion is a very interesting choice. I'd way prefer a Baptiste if you're going to run a Bastion.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Attackers incoming. Stop the payload.
Bastion goes down quickly to the Genji, but Genji goes down to the Roadhog. We get a res onto the Bastion from Katie, and looks like we're gonna get a 5v6 fight starting out the match here. We get a Torbjorn and Bastion strategy. We're basically getting double pirate ship here. Anna threw a grenade there to hope to get a big anti, but really doesn't. Gets blocked by the shield here, and looks like we're gonna roll right through the first part of point A. For the Duck Duck Goats who are on defense. I mean, they're struggling here. I mean, they've stopped them, but we don't see any picks coming out from either team.
Those are the
Bastion.
Shimada Bros playing on top right.
Oh, Hanzo does get the Bastion here, gets a big pick, and the turret. It looks like we're gonna see Duck Duck Goats back up here for a little bit, trying to reset their squad. Arissa goes down, Brigida goes down, Torbjorn goes down, and Mercy's there fighting, but goes down as well. It looks like it's back to spawn for Duck Duck Goats. Hog is still up here though, just kind of hanging on the right side. And look, he takes a lot of damage here. He does have a lot of healer ult charge that needs to be taken up. Anna gets an anti onto the Mercy, but I don't think it's enough to actually submit for a kill. Dragon's coming out. Arissa goes down, but so does the Baptiste. Hog gets pulled into the Dragons, but doesn't kill him. He's at 1 health. But Genji takes him down. The turret goes down as well. We get a res onto the Hog from Katie. But Torbjorn goes down. McCree gets the Hanzo. We're getting huge picks from J Money here on the Hog. Big whole Hog from J Money there. Does give his team the freedom to actually get a big play and maybe push it into first point here. They do get past the choke point on this first point, and it's really difficult to defend from the position that Pepehands is gonna have to be standing to. Oh, big! Gets both the supports, but doesn't kill either one of them. Immortality field coming out. Oh, huge blade coming out, gets the turret and the bongo and the Brigida. But Torbjorn also getting huge plays. And looks like Duck Duck Goats is gonna take, Duck Duck Goats is gonna take the first point.
I am ready.
Oh, huge sleep onto Forever Cyber here. Turret going back up onto the payload, and looks like we saw Dr. Bash into a McCree again. I didn't realize originally, but that's what happened. So Rissa goes down, but so does our Hog on the side of the Goats. Hog gets res, so it looks like it's a 5v6 here for the first part of second point.
No one really contesting Tom in up Hanzo on the very top.
I mean, but honestly, it's not that big a deal. The only thing that he's really been getting, other than Orisa, but Orisa keeps on getting, Orisa keeps on getting rezzed here. It looks like Katie is just gonna try to, oh! Both, oh, the Genji ult coming out just to kill a couple people here. I don't know if that was worth it. I honestly would have saved it for another time. If I can get around this archway. I mean, the Genji bait did get some value, but I feel like it could have got a lot more value in a later usage. We got an interesting strategy here coming from Duck. They do get the Genji does get the Torbjorn. Torbjorn gets res though. McCree up on the top left high ground while the rest of his team is on top right high ground, kind of pushing onto Pepehands. Oh, huge molten core block from Burgerber. I don't know how to say it. Winter, I think, is his alternate name. Crits Mate goes down to Roadhog. McCree kind of over here by himself, gets taken down by the Genji. Tommy gets taken down by the Orisa. And looks like we may just see the end of a fight here. Whether actually, I think we may just see a win here from Duck Goats. We got both of their tanks
giving up the high ground up there.
Which is really smart if you think about it. If the enemy team can't have the high ground, they don't have an advantage really. I mean, they have some close spawn, but that's about enough. Genji gets an ult off, gets the turret, but J Money gets his ult off, and it looks like Pepehands does bring it back and wins the fight here. They only have 18 seconds left, so Duck Goats really doesn't have time to back off and try to get a reset here. They just need to get someone quick on the point.
10 seconds remaining.
Looks like Ball's gonna come from the left side here and try to get a quick touch. Just at the last second, the ball touches the point, and they haven't yet noticed that the ball is on the point. Until just now, Tommen gets the Mercy, they get the Orisa, and looks like Duck Goats may just have this in the bag. Wow, that looked like it was going in the favor of Pepehands, but Duck Goats may just get the second point here. Wow, very, very interesting turn of events here. And now we have 1 minute and 30 seconds to get to point 3. But a lot of Duck Goats did get the bad spawn, so I don't know what they're thinking here, trying to push up past the payload.
I can only assume Ball's trying to build up ult for creating later on.
Looks like we did get a swap onto the Rhine here for Duck Goats. And we still haven't swapped off with this Shamather Brothers kind of brawly or sniper-esque comp here. And honestly, I think the Torbjorn should find more creative places to put his turret, because he just keeps on getting his turret taken down. It's not getting very much value, or as much as it should be getting actually. And the Mercy does Valkyrie to try to save the team, but I don't know if it's enough. They do get Tom in, and Ball is in the background, but gets taken down by Kritsmig.
30 seconds.
Pepehands coming in with a lot of ults here.
Flex coming in onto the Mei here, trying to get her off of that, but she does go into Ice Block and big shatter from the side of DuckDuckGoats. Gets a Sigma, they're just pressing triangle. They're just trying to get to farther than what they think they should be.
Nagi with another triple from
Huge ults, but they don't have any ults for this last fight here, which could be very big because, honestly, Pepehands has all their ults. They've been saving up. Dragon's coming out straight on the point, may cause a C9. Honestly. No, it didn't cause a C9, but Ryan did get split off from his team. Doesn't get killed though. May gets a pick, Ryan gets a pick, Torbjorn gets a pick, and looks like DuckDuckGoats may get it pushed into the third point here. There we go, and honestly, we should have seen, I would have liked to seen, like, instead of saving the Nano there, I would have liked to see the on a Nano the Sigma and get a big pick there. Because a Nanoed Sigma does quite a bit of damage, and he doesn't die as quickly because he has his kinetic grasps as well. So, and the Nano causes you to die slower in the first place. So if you're just pocketing a Sigma that's Nanoed, you're instantly getting rup, and just getting damage off, and maybe actually may have gotten the point there instead of saving it to the very end to try to combo with Nano Blade, or with Blade to create a Nano Blade.
Ready for battle.
Looks like we're gonna get a Ryan Zarya on a Lucio from the side of Pepehands, and we're gonna get a Junkrat Torbjorn on the side of
Attackers incoming in 30 seconds.
Sean
DuckDuckGoats.
still sticking to the Torbjorn.
Yeah, gotta love a good Torbjorn, man. He's Swedish
It just
man
felt
for
like
the win.
you said earlier, not getting a lot of
Yeah, his
usage
turret,
out of his turret.
his turret is being very wackily placed, in my opinion, and if he could find a little bit more sneaky places to put his turret, I feel like it would be a lot better. I mean, he's getting a little bit of value, but it's just dying so quickly that it's not really worth it. So if he could find some more sneaky places to put the turret, like, I feel like he'd get a lot more value. Ugh.
Both the Shimada brothers headed up the bridge.
Oh yeah, I just realized we're getting the Shimada-esque strat here. It looks like we got a fluid rotation here from the DuckDuckGoats, which is not something you see a lot. I mean, I know this is tier 1, but still, you see a lot of very rough rotations, and that was very fluid from the side of DuckDuckGoats. And this turret just kind of sitting in the background here. This is a really good spot for this turret, especially since the enemy team really doesn't have any direct sightlines on it that they can take it out, unless they get in obscure spots like the right side here, or up in that window above on the bridge.
We're seeing a Pharah coming from the Pepehands.
But we get 2 picks on the Rhine. Oh, 3 picks. But the Pharah is behind. Will they be able to take out the Pharah? I do not know here, because honestly the turret doesn't have a direct line of sight to the Pharah, and that's the only thing that's actually kind of keeping them safe from the Pharah is the turret. And another thing is, the Pharah really doesn't have a pocket healer, or somebody to just kind of stay up with her in the sky, so she can't really do anything against the turret. So at this point, the Pharah becomes mute. Well, that was a risky tire there, and it doesn't pay off, honestly. I feel like you could have found a more sneaky place to bring the tire from and got way more value out of the tire on that fight. Dragons come in, but don't actually hit anybody. Hog goes down to an anti, and then a barrage comes out but gets killed by the Pharah, but it does get the Orisa. Orisa's getting rezzed by the Mercy. Turret gets 2 picks. Wow, huge turret. The turret is the 7th player in this team. Turret gets 2 picks, and looks like the Guts is gonna secure this fight once more. Roadhog gets the Hanzo for an early pick there. And they don't have a fair or a mercy, so they can't get the early res to try to balance out the teams again. And I really like this Torbjorn placement from Ashan here. It's kind of tucked away. It's kind of tucked away here in the little marketplace. So it is kind of hidden, but it still gets taken down by the Rhine. Tommen gets Torbjorn, so you can't get a placement turret. Arista goes down. Mercy goes down. Looks like we got a triple kill, and looks like it's a win for the Pepehands. Or for Duck Duck Goats here on the playing field.
30 seconds remaining.
See, that was the tire that I was kind of looking for last time when he kind of jumped in the middle of him and tried to tire. If he would have just kind of hidden and went with it, he could have got a way bigger tire, just like he just did. Like,
Nagi getting picked off here early. The res coming in.
but Resi does come in onto the Moira, so they don't have res for 30 seconds. Hopefully they've called that out. Tommen gets the Torbjorn. Big hammer down from Demos. Big coalescence, and then you get the barrage. We're all just pressing triangle here to try to fend off, since they know that this is the last fight if they don't win. Big plays from the supports, and the Hog though here just trying to keep the point alive and contested. But now it's just the supports, and they're not going to be able to survive. Katie in the back lines of the enemy team may get a res on the Roadhog, gets res on the Roadhog, but and then Izanagi goes down to Kritsmig, and Katie goes down to the Reinhardt, and Hog is soon to go down, but gets the Reinhardt in his stead. Torbjorn goes down to the Pharah. Hog is still in this left side, just doing work, but he is behind the team now, and the enemy team does have the spawn advantage here. Tommen does go down to the Hog again, and Hog finally goes down to Wolf Demos. It looks like we're just calling for a big reset here on the Duck Duck Goats, because they are pretty far back still. Honestly, if I was the Duck Duck Goats, I'd be swapping to a hit scan. Oh, they did swap to a hit scan. They swapped to a soldier. Oh, that's a big turret spot.
Going for a sneaky ult back here.
Oh, I do see Tommen. He's doing the sneaky, trying to get a good pulse bomb, but is it enough? Tommen again going for that right flank. Maybe he can actually pull it off this time. Oh no, he decides against it and falls back to his team. Hammer down, doesn't get anybody. Big barrage from Winter. Gets 3, gets both supports and the soldier. Looks like it's a reset for Duck Duck Goats. This is finally looking really promising for the Pepehands. Tommen in the back line just trying to get some picks off of spawn, but doesn't look like he can.
Tommen getting picked off by J Money there early on.
And that's rough because the spawns are slightly more equal, especially on this 3rd point push. But as they push it closer and closer to 3rd point, the defending team gets the over advantage over spawn points.
The Pepehands will have to play close against Bar in this indoor map.
It looks like Kitty used Valkyrie in that last fight, which really wasn't needed, but I mean, Mercy's ult gets charged so fast, especially when you're healing tanks. It can be said that, I mean, it's not really like a throw. It's just kind of a throwaway ult. Because Mercy just gets her ult so fast, even with the 12% down on the ultimate regeneration. If you're just healing a Reinhardt that's moving forward, you'll get your ult in no time. It looks like they're just trying to go left here, and they're gonna just try to wrap around Duck Duck Goats.
Sean going in with his
Molten
ult.
Core coming in. Doesn't look like they're gonna be going to the front way because Molten Core's not gonna allow it. Wolf Demos kind of pushes onto point by himself, but he does have the Lucio with him now. And looks like they got a squad on the Pharaohs, kill onto Zarya, and it looks like we may be sending Pepehands back to spawn here for this fight. Ryan just kind of charges in there, gets the other Reinhardt, but doesn't seem to be able to kill him. Tommen does get the Roadhog. And Tommen is kind of up on this high ground position that that does give him the advantage. But honestly, I don't know if it's enough. Oh, Professor going down to Roadhog and Tom and going down to the soldier. Looks like we're gonna send Pepehands back to spawn. They're gonna have to wait for quite a bit of time here to wait for their friends to respawn. Roadhog going for a sneaky left flank, trying to get up behind him, and they may just allow it to happen. But oh, maybe Roadhog has blocked himself off from his entire team. Roadhog may actually go down in this fight. Oh, Roadhog, they just leave the Roadhog alone and let him be. Oh, Tommy goes down to the turret. Sides comes in. So does Coalescence from both teams. Oh, huge grab. Gets 2. Oh, Tommy goes down, or Hawk.
With the res. Unfortunately, getting booped away from it.
Justice reigns from above somewhere. I don't know exactly where the... Oh, the Pharaoh's 1v1ing the Hog. Gets killed by the Hog. They swap. And looks like, I think Dr. Goats may have this fight here. Lucio desperately trying to stay on the point, but they get 2 picks, but the Mercy gets the res onto the Moira, so we may just see them hold here. Whole Hog on the point, trying to move everyone away, doesn't work. Doomfist is focusing the Roadhog, trying to get picks. Big hammer from Moira, right in the back line, they don't even see him. Molten Core onto point, may just save it here for Duck Duck Goats. Oh, Ball is desperately trying to keep his wits on point here. Just trying to stay alive long enough. But it's not enough, and looks like Duck Duck Goats will be taking the victory for this map. So it looks like our series is ending in
Play of the game.
and now here comes the hard part about being a caster / commentator. Is everyone ready for the big old the debate of November 2019 on the, I don't actually know what day it is, the 24th? 24th. To see who gets MVP, because I am at a loss for words. Both teams performed very admirably. I don't remember who got MVP last week. I don't know actually. I honestly I want to give a big shout out on Duck Duck Guts. I want to give a big shout out to Katie.
For getting some of those reses off.
Those reses were on point. Her healing was on point. Everything was just really well done. I also want to give it to Winter or Fergerberger or whatever his name says. Fergerberger. Or Winter, for his play on DPS. His play on Pharah was fantastic. His Genji was fantastic. I think he played McCree was fantastic. Mm-hmm. I mean, I don't think I've ever seen like a worse, like any bad play from that part. But those are my 2 suggestions. What do you think, Bloods? Was there anything that anybody that stood out to you?
It was actually gonna be for Pepehands. It would have been actually the same one, FDR. That person.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna butcher their name.
His alter account is Winter is coming, so Winter. Yeah, I agree.
Got it. That person. They were really good on all of their flex. To go ahead and flex around all of those DPS roles, switching off when needed, constantly. And as for Duck Duck Goats, I would actually have to go with Izanagi.
Izanagi.
For MVP.
Oh yeah.
They were.
Go ahead.
Their Moira plays were amazing. healing. They consistently had quite high healing percentage throughout all the maps that they played, as far as I was seeing. And they made great usage out of all their coalescence of pushing in and getting not only the kills as a DPS Moira, but keeping their team alive throughout that, and only going for the kills when they knew their team was full health and they could go for those kills.
Yeah, I agree.
That'll be a tough choice.
One second, I am trying
What's
to
the
figure out.
tiebreaker?
I don't know what his at is in the server. What like one guy's at is in the server. Winter.
Shouldn't it be their name? FD. Is that one? No.
I can't. I literally can't find it.
FD.
The only one that comes up for me is Wolf Demos. I don't know how to go to rosters. Tier 1 rosters. Pepehands. Winter has come. I was trying to figure out match chat. There you go, I found it. For at Pepehands. Really? Are you gonna do that to me? I didn't say maps. Pepehands. And you said, what was it? Izanagi and Katie were our choices?
Yeah.
Sorry. I'll give it to Izanagi. Izanagi was really good. I'll give it to Izanagi.
I mean, don't get me wrong. KDB, I can't. I'm gonna butcher it. But
Yeah,
she
it's
was
KDB.
she was getting great reses off behind the enemy lines quite often, consistently throughout the game. Can we do an honorable mention?
I think that's what I'm gonna do. Alright, duck, goats. Mention to. Alright, and I think that'll conclude our series, and I hope you enjoyed the stream, and I hope everyone has a wonderful day. Goodbye.